Love is one of the most complex and beautiful emotions a person can experience. When a man is deeply in love, he may not always express it in words, but his actions, body language, and subtle behaviors reveal everything. Many women wonder, how can I tell if he truly loves me? The truth is, love isn't just about grand gestures or romantic words. It's about the little things he does consistently that show how much he cares. Men often have their own unique ways of expressing love, and some of these signs can be so subtle that they go unnoticed. While some men are open about their feelings, others may struggle to put them into words, making their emotions harder to read. However, if you pay close attention, you'll see the signs everywhere. In the way he looks at you, the way he listens, and the way he makes an effort to be present in your life. One of the strongest indicators of love is when a man prioritizes your happiness and well-being. If he genuinely cares about your emotions, remembers small details about you, and supports your dreams, it's clear that his feelings go beyond just attraction. Love is not just about passion, it's about connection, trust, and effort. A man who loves you will want to see you happy, even if it means making sacrifices or going out of his way to help you. Another major sign is how he includes you in his future. When a man is serious about you, he won't just make short-term plans. He will talk about long-term goals with you in mind. He may introduce you to his family and friends, share his fears and insecurities, and subtly try to impress you because he values your opinion. These actions show that he's emotionally invested in you and wants to build something meaningful. While every relationship is different, the signs of true love are often universal. If you're unsure about his feelings, don't just focus on what he says, observe what he does. A man who is in love will show it through his actions, consistency, and the way he makes you feel. If he exhibits most of these signs, there's a high chance that his love for you is deep, genuine, and real. 1. He remembers small details about you. When a man is falling deeply in love with you, he starts to remember even the smallest details about you. It's not just about recalling your birthday or your favorite color. He notices the little things that most people overlook. He remembers how you like your coffee, the way you smile when you talk about something you love, or the song that makes you emotional. These tiny details become important to him because they are a part of you. He may bring up something you mentioned in a casual conversation weeks ago, surprising you with how well he listens. Maybe you once told him about your favorite childhood snack, and one day, he brings it for you without you even asking. It's these small gestures that show he is not just listening to respond, but truly paying attention because he cares. This kind of attentiveness goes beyond simple memory. It shows emotional investment. He wants to make you feel valued and understood. When someone remembers details about you, it means they see you as special and important. They're not just interested in the surface level, but are deeply engaged in who you are as a person. You might notice how he picks up on your moods even before you say anything. If he remembers that you don't like crowded places, he'll plan a quiet date instead. If he knows you love a certain flower, he might surprise you with it randomly. These actions speak louder than words. They show that you occupy a meaningful space in his thoughts, proving that his feelings for you are genuine. Love isn't always expressed through grand gestures. It's often found in the small, thoughtful moments. When he remembers the little things about you, it's a clear sign that his heart is deeply connected to you. 2. He prioritizes your happiness over his own. When a man is deeply in love with you, your happiness becomes his priority, sometimes even above his own. It's not about sacrificing himself completely, but rather about making choices that bring you joy, because seeing you happy makes him happy. This is one of the purest signs of love, when someone genuinely wants the best for you, even if it requires effort or compromise on their part. You'll notice this in small, everyday actions. If he knows you've had a long day, he might cancel his own plans just to be there for you. If he sees you struggling with something, he'll step in to help, even if it's inconvenient for him. He listens to what makes you feel loved and secure, and he actively tries to incorporate those things into your life. It's also evident in how he handles conflicts. Instead of focusing on winning an argument, he'll care more about resolving the issue in a way that keeps the relationship strong. He values your feelings and doesn't want to see you upset, so he makes the effort to understand your perspective. Beyond just words, his actions show that your happiness genuinely matters to him. He might go out of his way to plan surprises that he knows will make you smile, support you in your ambitions, or adjust his own routine to accommodate your needs. Even in difficult situations, he considers what's best for you, rather than just thinking about himself. True love isn't selfish. It's about two people uplifting each other. When he consistently puts effort into making you feel valued, safe, and happy, it's a strong sign that his love for you is deep and real. 3. He finds excuses to spend more time with you. When a man is falling deeply in love with you, he will look for any excuse to spend more time with you. It's not just about planned dates or special occasions. He genuinely enjoys your presence and will go out of his way to be around you as much as possible. Even if he has a busy schedule, he will make time because being with you feels effortless and fulfilling for him. You'll notice that he suddenly takes an interest in things you like, even if they weren't on his radar before. If you mention a favorite coffee shop, he might suggest meeting there. If you love a certain movie genre, he'll casually bring up watching one together. These little moments aren't coincidences, they're intentional efforts to be close to you. He may also start, coincidentally, running into you more often. Maybe he shows up at your gym, your favorite bookstore, or a place you frequent. He'll offer to help you with things, even small tasks, just to have another reason to be near you. It's not about being clingy. It's about wanting to share as many moments with you as possible. Even in group settings, he finds ways to sit next to you, start conversations, or include you in his plans. He might suggest random hangouts that don't have a specific purpose, just an excuse to see you. The effort he puts into spending time with you, no matter how small, is a clear sign that his feelings for you run deep. Love isn't always expressed in words. Sometimes it's shown through the time and effort someone willingly gives. If he constantly seeks ways to be around you, it's because he truly values your presence in his life. 4. His body language changes when he's around you. When a man is deeply in love with you, his body language unconsciously changes whenever he's around you. Even if he hasn't admitted his feelings yet, his physical cues will reveal the truth. The way he positions himself, looks at you, and reacts in your presence speaks volumes about his emotions. One of the biggest signs is eye contact. He will often hold your gaze longer than usual, as if he's mesmerized by you. If he's shy, he might look away quickly, but you'll catch him stealing glances when he thinks you're not looking. His eyes light up when you enter the room, showing his excitement and attraction. His posture also shifts when you're around. He will stand taller, straighten his back, and position his body toward you, even in a crowded space. This is his subconscious way of showing interest and making himself more appealing to you. If he leans in while you talk, it means he's fully engaged and wants to be close to you. Mirroring is another powerful sign. If you notice that he starts copying your gestures, movements, or speech patterns, it means he's deeply connected to you. This happens naturally when someone is emotionally drawn to another person. You might also see nervous habits like fidgeting, fixing his hair, adjusting his clothes, or playing with his hands. These small actions show that he cares about how he appears in front of you and wants to impress you. Additionally, physical touch is a major clue. He may find small ways to touch you, brushing against your hand, lightly touching your shoulder, or playfully nudging you. These subtle touches indicate comfort, attraction, and a desire for closeness. Body language often reveals what words cannot. If his behavior shifts around you, it's a strong sign that his heart is drawn to you more than he lets on. 5. He gets jealous but tries to hide it. When a man is deeply in love with you, jealousy is almost inevitable, but instead of openly admitting it, he often tries to hide it. He may not want to seem possessive or insecure, but his reactions will reveal his true feelings. Even if he acts unbothered, small signs of jealousy will slip through. You might notice a shift in his mood when you mention another guy. If you casually bring up a male friend, co-worker, or someone showing interest in you, he may suddenly go quiet, change the subject, or make a joking but slightly sarcastic remark. His tone might change, or he might seem less engaged in the conversation, even though he's clearly paying attention. His body language will also give him away. He may clench his jaw, cross his arms, or tense up when he sees you laughing or enjoying someone else's company. Even if he's trying to act normal, his subconscious reactions will expose his emotions. Sometimes he'll try to subtly compete for your attention. If another guy is around, he might suddenly become funnier, more talkative, or try to impress you. He wants to remind you of his presence and make sure you still see him as important. He may also ask indirect questions about other men in your life, like, "So, do you talk to him a lot?" Or, "What kind of guys do you usually like?" He's fishing for information without wanting to seem obvious. Even if he never openly admits his jealousy, his behavior speaks louder than words. The way he reacts when another guy is involved is a clear sign that he sees you as more than just a friend. He's afraid of losing you to someone else. 6. He listens to you attentively and values your opinions. When a man is deeply in love with you, he listens to you with genuine interest and values your opinions. He doesn't just hear your words, he truly absorbs them, remembers them, and considers them important. His attention to detail in conversations shows that he respects your thoughts, cares about your feelings, and wants to understand you on a deeper level. You'll notice that when you speak, he maintains strong eye contact, leans in slightly, and responds thoughtfully. He doesn't interrupt or seem distracted. Instead, he engages in meaningful discussions and asks follow-up questions. This shows he's not just waiting for his turn to talk. He genuinely wants to know more about what's on your mind. A man in love will also remember the little things you say, even if they seem unimportant. If you mention your favorite book, a past experience, or something bothering you at work, he'll bring it up later or check in about it. This proves that your words matter to him and that he pays attention because he truly cares. Beyond listening, he values your opinions and seeks your perspective on important matters. Whether it's about his career, family issues, or personal decisions, he wants to know what you think because he trusts your judgment. Even in disagreements, he respects your point of view rather than dismissing it. His actions also reflect his attentiveness. If you once mentioned that you love a specific restaurant, he might surprise you by taking you there. If you told him about a stressful deadline, he might encourage you or offer to help. These thoughtful gestures show that he doesn't just listen, he acts on what he hears because he values you deeply. When a man truly listens and respects your opinions, it's a clear sign that he sees you as someone special and important in his life. 7. He supports your dreams and encourages you. When a man is deeply in love with you, he becomes your biggest supporter. He genuinely cares about your dreams, ambitions, and personal growth, and he actively encourages you to pursue them. Instead of feeling threatened by your success or independence, he celebrates it and wants to see you thrive. You'll notice that he listens attentively whenever you talk about your goals, whether they're related to your career, personal development, or passions. He asks questions, shows enthusiasm, and even offers help in any way he can. If you doubt yourself or feel discouraged, he's the first to remind you of your strengths and push you to keep going. A man who truly loves you will never belittle your dreams or make you feel like they are unimportant. Instead, he will motivate you, offer constructive advice, and remind you that you're capable of achieving anything. He might even take an active role in helping you, whether it's by offering practical solutions, connecting you with helpful resources, or simply being there to support you emotionally. Even when he has his own ambitions, he doesn't see your success as competition. He wants to grow with you, not against you. He understands that a strong relationship is built on mutual encouragement, where both partners uplift each other rather than hold each other back. His actions speak louder than words. Whether it's showing up to support your work, cheering you on when you take a risk, or reassuring you during tough times, he proves that he believes in you. True love isn't just about romance, it's about partnership. When he supports your dreams as if they were his own, it's a powerful sign that his love for you is real and deep. 8. He goes out of his way to help you. When a man is deeply in love with you, he will go out of his way to help you, even when it's inconvenient for him. His actions will show that your well-being matters to him, and he'll do whatever he can to make your life easier and happier. You'll notice that he offers help before you even ask. Whether it's something small, like carrying your bags, fixing something for you, or driving you somewhere, or something bigger, like helping you through a tough situation, he's always willing to step up. He doesn't see it as an obligation. He does it because he genuinely wants to be there for you. Even when he's busy or tired, he'll find a way to assist you if he knows you need him. If you're stressed, he might offer words of encouragement or find practical ways to support you. If you're feeling down, he'll go out of his way to cheer you up. His efforts aren't about seeking praise. They're about showing love through actions. A man in love finds joy in being useful to you. He wants to be someone you can rely on, not just in happy times, but also in difficult moments. If you ever mention a problem, he won't just listen. He'll actively try to find a solution. This shows that he's invested in your happiness and wants to be a positive presence in your life. Love isn't just about words, it's about consistent actions. When he repeatedly goes out of his way to help you, even in ways that require effort or sacrifice, it's a clear sign that his love for you is deep, genuine, and unwavering. 9. He makes long-term plans with you in mind. When a man is deeply in love with you, he doesn't just see you as part of his present. He envisions a future with you. He naturally starts making long-term plans that include you, showing that he is serious about your relationship and wants you to be a lasting part of his life. You'll notice this in the way he talks about the future. He might casually mention things like trips he wants to take with you, future holidays spent together, or even long-term career or life decisions where he considers how they will affect you both. These aren't just random ideas. This is his way of subtly expressing that he sees you in his future. His commitment also shows in the way he makes plans beyond just the next date. Instead of focusing only on short-term fun, he discusses bigger things like where you both might live someday, financial goals, or even family-related topics. These conversations indicate that he's thinking about building something stable and lasting with you. He also makes an effort to integrate you into his world. If he introduces you to his close friends and family, it's because he sees you as someone who will be around for a long time. Likewise, he takes an interest in your future and wants to know about your goals, making sure that your dreams align in a way that strengthens your bond. A man who includes you in his long-term plans isn't just passing the time, he's investing in a future with you. When his decisions and vision for life naturally include you, it's a strong sign that his love is deep, real, and meant to last. 10. He opens up about his fears and insecurities. When a man is deeply in love with you, he feels safe enough to open up about his fears and insecurities. Men are often taught to appear strong and in control, so if he is willing to show you his vulnerable side, it means he trusts you on a deep emotional level. You'll notice that he slowly starts sharing things he wouldn't normally tell others. His past struggles, childhood wounds, career doubts, or even fears about the future. These aren't just casual conversations. They are moments of honesty where he's letting you see the real him. He might admit things like feeling pressure to succeed, worries about not being good enough, or personal struggles he's been dealing with. Opening up in this way isn't easy for many men, so when he does, it's a huge sign of emotional connection. He trusts that you won't judge him, and he values your opinion enough to seek comfort or advice from you. Instead of bottling up his emotions, he lets you in because he sees you as his safe space. You might also notice that he's more expressive about how he feels in the relationship. If he's afraid of losing you, he may subtly reveal it by talking about his past heartbreaks or his fears of not being good enough for you. Instead of hiding his emotions behind a tough exterior, he allows himself to be seen fully, flaws and all. A man who loves you isn't just physically present, he's emotionally invested. If he opens up about his fears and insecurities, it means he wants a real, deep connection with you. It's his way of saying that he trusts you with his heart, hoping that you'll accept and love him for who he truly is. 11. He subtly tries to impress you. When a man is deeply in love with you, he will naturally try to impress you, sometimes in obvious ways, but often in subtle, unconscious gestures. His goal isn't just to show off, he genuinely wants you to see him as someone capable, reliable, and worthy of your admiration. You'll notice that he puts extra effort into his appearance when he knows he'll see you. He may dress better, fix his hair, or wear a scent he knows you like. Even if he doesn't normally care much about fashion, he'll make small changes to look his best around you. Beyond looks, he'll also find ways to highlight his strengths. If he's skilled at something, whether it's playing an instrument, excelling at work, or being great at a sport, he'll casually bring it up or demonstrate it when you're around. He wants you to recognize and appreciate his abilities. He might also go out of his way to showcase his kindness and intelligence. You may notice him being extra polite to others, helping someone in need, or sharing interesting insights in conversations. It's not fake. He just wants you to see the best side of him. In group settings, he may subtly compete for your attention, whether by cracking jokes, telling engaging stories, or making sure he stands out in some way. He wants to be the one who makes you laugh, impresses you, and holds your interest. Even in small ways, like offering to fix something for you, remembering details about your life, or showing off his knowledge on topics he knows you like, he's trying to make an impact. If he consistently puts in effort to impress you, it's a clear sign that he deeply cares about how you see him and wants to win your heart. 12. His friends and family know about you. When a man is deeply in love with you, he doesn't keep you a secret. His friends and family know about you, even if you haven't met them yet. This is a strong sign that he sees you as an important part of his life and envisions a future with you. You might notice that when you talk, he casually mentions things like, "My best friend was asking about you," or "I told my mum about something funny you said." These little hints show that he talks about you when you're not around, which means you're on his mind, even in everyday conversations. If he's serious about you, he'll also want you to meet the people closest to him. He may invite you to a family gathering, introduce you to his best friends, or encourage you to spend time with his loved ones. This is his way of integrating you into his world, and it means he's proud to have you in his life. His friends and family might already know details about you before you even meet them. They may say things like, "We've heard a lot about you," or "He talks about you all the time." This is a sign that you're not just a passing interest. He sees you as someone special. A man in love doesn't hide his feelings. He wants the people who matter most to him to know about you because he values their opinions and sees you as a lasting part of his life. If his inner circle knows who you are and welcomes you with open arms, it's a clear sign that his love for you is real and deep.